Hello and welcome to New York Giants training camp day 8 recap. And I'm just going to start it with this. My name's Josh and my co-host and friend's name is Alex. And today's training camp was a little bit slow, not in the way that it moved, but just in the way of overall looking back at it. There wasn't any super highlights to go over. No Jalen Hyde's deep down the field routes, no Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton deep catches, no players getting burnt, right? Or O-line, D-line reps that were crazy impressive besides Dexter Lawrence, which we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, that doesn't mean we're going to skip a training camp recap. We have to cover all of these, right? So we are here today. The video is going to be a little bit shorter because we do still have stuff, but it's just not as much of a highlight reel type of day as we've had in the past. But I will get started by saying that we did have a lot of people sitting out today. So let's go through that. Leonard Williams had a rest day yesterday. He got another one today, which is a little bit concerning now with back-to-back rest days. Is this an injury-related issue or is this just a veteran rest? Back-to-back days is a little bit different than just one day of veteran rest. So just keep an eye on Leonard Williams, and we'll see if Brian Dable gives an update anytime soon about him or how it works tomorrow with training camp. Ryder Anderson didn't practice today as well. And Azeez Ojulari got a rest day too. Paris Campbell, he came back from his sitting out yesterday of practice. Hattie or Jihad Ward was limited today. The only thing that Ward did was individual drills. We did not see him playing or taking any snaps in 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 drills. And then Jack Anderson did not practice. Alex, take it away with the starting lineups.
Yeah, so today's starting lineups, we had on offense Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Andrew Thomas, Ben Bredeson at left guard, John Michael Schmitz at center, Glowinski back at right guard, Evan Neal, Darren Waller, Darius Slayton, Cole Beasley, and Isaiah Hodgins. Not Cole Beasley, excuse me, Paris Campbell and Isaiah Hodgins. Beasley was yesterday's starter. So only thing that was different is that interior offensive line, we saw Ben Bredeson scooch over from the right guard to left guard. And then we saw Glowinski come back in from his day of second team play yesterday. And then on defense, Dexter Lawrence, Nunez Roches, Thibodeau, Zimenez in for the Ojulari rest day, Okereke Beavers, and then at corner, Darnay Holmes and Cordero Flott both not involved. This time Hawkins and Banks on the outside with Adoree Jackson in the slot, Jason Pinnock alongside Xavier McKinney at safety. I kind of paused and talked about the important stuff, but Bredeson, Glowinski, the two guard spots, I think are spots to watch right now. And then the other interesting thing was the cornerback situation with Hawkins and Banks on the outside, Adoree in the slot. So that's the, quick summary there of our starting lineups.
So we go to the scary news of today, although we hope everything should be fine. Offensive tackle for the New York Giants, Evan Neal. He did participate in the one-on-one O-line, D-line stuff, which again we'll get to in a little bit. However, he left practice early with trainers. I don't know exactly when this was, if this was during 7-on-7s, but we noticed it. Well, actually, I don't think it would be during 7-on-7s. We noticed it in 11-on-11s. When he wasn't out
I think
there.
It was 11. I think it might have happened during O-line, D-line.
Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Because during 11-on-11s is when we noticed that Matt Parrott was in and Evan Neal was gone. We checked Twitter and we see that Dan Dugan said Evan Neal out, right? Left practice. So Evan Neal left practice with trainers today. Matt Parrott replaced him as the swing tackle. So again, we'll have to see about updates there to see if Neal gets a rest day tomorrow, depending on it, how it goes. But something to worry about as a Giants fan. Hopefully everything's all right. But we'll have to wait and see on that. There's just no news we can report, really. We don't want to falsify information and say if it's a big injury or not. But all we do know is that he was walking, which is a great thing, right? No cart or anything needed, no limping, just walked off with trainers. And we'll have to see where it goes from here. But anyway, Alex, you were able to watch O-line, D-line. You posted a lot of the clips on our Twitter, and I'm just going to have it roll right now while we're talking. So just let us know kind of what you thought of those one-on-ones.
Yeah, I think in general, we didn't see a lot of starters, right? We only saw maybe 2 reps for Thomas, 1 rep for Neal, if I remember correctly. Actually, that might make sense, right? He only got 1 rep. The rest of the starters got 2 reps. So maybe off that first rep, he got injured. So there you go. I'm figuring, I'm like Sherlock Holmes. I'm investigating in my head while I'm talking. But yeah, Matt Parrott came in, and he did a really good job, I thought, in one-on-ones. Dexter Lawrence dominated. As he always does. I thought JMS definitely struggled Against both tackles he faced. I think he faced defensive tackles, that is. I think he faced Dexter Lawrence and Jordan Riley. And Jordan Riley actually had a pretty good rep against him, too, if I remember correctly. And then who else? Who else had a good day? I thought Tyree Phillips had a couple of good reps on the offensive line at guard where he was being placed there. And you know who else had a couple of good reps was Kobe Smith, number 72, for those who don't kind of recognize him in the clips. He had a pretty good day, I thought, as well for the Giants on the one-on-one drills. So overall, not a super exciting O-line, D-line segment for us to watch at camp today, but there were certainly a few things that stood out.
And then the last thing I have here is during 11-on-11 drills, Daniel Jones went 6 for 9. And I think he threw touchdowns to Saquon Barkley, definitely.
Slayton.
And maybe one more to Campbell.
Maybe Campbell, maybe Waller. Maybe it was 3 or 4. I think it was 3.
I think it was 3. I think it was 3 touchdowns, one to Saquon, one to Slayton, and then there was one more. But yeah, again, nothing too exciting today. But I will hopefully be there tomorrow. I'm hoping to get tickets. This was Alex's last day at 2023 training camp, so he's a little sad. But now I kind of even it out where he had practice kind of a, he went solo on Thursday. I'm hoping to go solo tomorrow. And get some content for everyone on the last day of open training camp, which kind of sucks. It's bittersweet. We loved watching and reporting it all like we were kind of the beat reporters. It felt a little nice to kind of take that role.
A really fun week and a half. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
really
it was really cool. So we thank you so much for tuning in, and we're not done yet. Still got one more day. So hit that subscribe button down below if you want to check out the playlist too. I've been putting a playlist together for all of the recaps. If you missed any of them, you can kind of just run through them. That's why I made it so you can kind of watch it all through like binging a show. If you wanted to do that, drop a like on this video and follow us on the Giant Take Pod on Twitter for live updates. Hopefully tomorrow. Again, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow for our last open training camp recap of the 2023 preseason. Peace.